This is an intro. Who needs an intro? I don't need an intro. This is just a vape show. It's just a vape show. Vape show. This is an intro. Who needs an intro? I don't need an intro. This is just a vape show. It's just a vape show. Vape show.
What's up, YouTube? I'm your homeboy Josh, back at you with another video. We're gonna get into it today. Today's gonna be fun. Yeah, take a look at this sweet piece. Boom! That is the Magic Cube RDA. The Magic Cube from Eycotech. Really original idea. I think Square RDA is up and coming. I really want to see it become a thing. Eycotech is another Chinese manufacturer. Yeah, Square RDA would be really cool. And that's what I've been saying to myself. I wish I had a Square RDA. I wish I had a Square RDA. I wish I had a Square RDA. And then boom, Magic Cube. So the Magic Cube, we're gonna break it down, take a close look at it. First of all, price point. It's a good price. It is $28.99 right now. I want to say $28.99 right now on My Freedom Smokes. I did not buy this at My Freedom Smokes. I got it at a local vendor. Knowing that My Freedom Smokes had it for $28.99, I went ahead and I spent 40 bucks at my local vendor. Support your local vendors, you know. Not to mention instant grat. You know, I'm an instant grat kind of guy. If it's right there, right then, I'm probably gonna buy it. So we're gonna get in here nice and tight. And we're gonna take a close look at the Magic Box RDA from Eycotech. Yeah, so this is the box the Magic Cube comes in. Right here it says Eycotech. Right here it says Magic Box. Has their little logo right there. And as you can see, the box itself is also a box, which is smart. Nice marketing. But, I mean, it's an RDA, so how many other options do you really have? But I like the design of the box. Matches the look of the RDA. And it just sits right in there. If you look, there's a little cutout for the RDA right inside the box. And just try and ignore the drip tip that comes with it. It's, well, we'll take a look. Yeah, as you can see, that drip tip, it's a little, it's a little ridiculous, if you ask me. If there's one thing that's going to make people look at this RDA and think that this RDA is more of a novelty than anything that can ever be taken seriously, it's this drip tip right here. Eycotech, get rid of this thing. Okay. It also comes with your standard nuts and bolts. You get some extra O-rings. You get the screws that fit into the posts. Comes with an Allen key. I no longer have the Allen key. I've already lost it. So I am using this little flathead that's in my screwdriver collection. RDA manufacturers out there, please stop including Allen keys. Please stop making things that only fit to certain Allen keys. We lose them. It is not fun to keep hold of them. They are very easy to lose, and once they are gone, we need to find sorry substitutes so we can still use the RDAs and the products that you make for us and we love. So please, stop using Allen keys. We're just gonna go ahead and take it all apart. I'm gonna show you all the pieces. All the pieces. Alright, so right here we got all the pieces that make up the Magic Cube RDA. We're going to take a look at the deck last. Okay? So, consider these parts. Okay, just these parts for now. This is the top cap. It's got 4 airflow options. And you have this little key on the bottom. Can you see that little key? Yeah. This key fits up to the first section in our cube. See that little slot there? That's what the key is for. Like so. The center of our cube is our airflow controller. And that slides on just like this. See that one more time? There are 4 magnets on the bottom section of our cube. And they will sync up with the 4 magnets on our airflow control. Just like that. And then the top of our cube just presses into place. There we go. And there you have your Magic Cube. Just a cube part. No deck there yet. Looks are amazing, because that's what you're looking at here from the outside, just the cube section. Before you place this on the deck, you kind of want to figure out what airflow option you want. You know, once again, you have 4 airflow options. Smallest. This is the second smallest. This is the second largest. And once again, that's the largest. And all the sections of this cube will move, which is fun. I think that's totally fun. It's definitely a unique design, and it's definitely an interesting piece of work. I think the magnets are really interesting there. I think that having the whole thing flick into place like this is sort of ingenious. You'd think that you would be able to go ahead and close off the airflow a little bit, say, like this, or customize that airflow. You really can't because of those magnets, okay? The magnets will want to go one way or the other. It won't stay that way. So you really have those 4 options to choose from. The magnets will prevent you from being able to customize that airflow. You're not going to be able to set it like this. Really, it'll slide back out of there. See? You can't really customize that airflow to your liking. You just have the 4 to choose from, which is okay. I don't mind that. What I do mind is that I really wish there was a second airflow slot. That's my one gripe about this guy. I wish that it had the dual airflow slots, not just a single airflow slot. I think that I could get a lot more out of it if it had that. I feel like we could get a lot more out of it if it had that. The deck is amazing, which you'll see in just a moment. I really like the deck, but I wish that I could take full advantage of it. As you can see, I've already got a build in here. This deck is amazing though. There is so much room to build on this deck. It's just wide open. It has so many build options there, and if they opened up the other side of it for us by having 2 airflow slots, people could do some amazing things with this RDA, I think. On the bottom of the RDA, you have made by Eycotech, Magic Cube, and a number. I've got number 544. This is an adjustable center pin, by the way, and it is copper. So once again, I'm going to go ahead and get this all assembled. We're going to mount it on box mod, re-wick it, and then we're going to have a vape. I didn't have to do any adjusting with my center pin. It sits pretty much the way that I want my deck to sit. So best thing to do here before you go ahead and juice everything, you want to go ahead and put the top cap back on. And then I just go ahead and remove the top. I go ahead and I just remove the top 2 sections of that Magic Cube. And you see what's kind of cool? The way that it works, see that? The way that it works, the second section is sort of locked onto that. I mean, you can get it off, you can get it apart, but it more or less stays in place, these 2, and you can sort of just remove the whole top cap just by doing that. And I like that. I think that's a really good design. So you've got the bottom section of your cube here. You've got your deck in place, and we're just going ahead and we're going to juice it. Yeah, that is just some nectar by Mercury. Awesome juice. I need to get some more of this. And then once everything's juiced, you just go ahead and place your top cap again. Yeah, so that is the Magic Cube RDA from Eycotech. Like I said, I don't know about that trip tip. I'm not a fan at all. That's the second smallest airflow option. Good throat hit. That might be the bit of the juice. But I hate that drip tip. Doesn't that look better? Drip tip designs. So when you're ready to change the airflow, you got to take the whole top cap off and flip it just like this. So now it is on the second largest airflow. And that's usually where I keep it, about second largest airflow. That's where I seem to like it the most. It's a fun RDA. I really like it. I wasn't sure I was going to like it that much. I really wanted a square RDA. I didn't like the idea of the Hellboy RDA all that much. I mean, I never read the comics. I didn't like the movie that much. But naming your RDA and designing your RDA after everyone's favorite puzzle game from the 80s, I mean, that's okay in my book. I like that idea. That's great. It doesn't leak. I haven't had any problems with leaking. I haven't had any issues with leaking. I have had some situations where when I go to change the airflow, juice will collect when these spaces between the cube sections. I will get some juice on my fingers and get some juice over here. It wipes right off. It's not a big deal. That's all it takes. Nothing. But no leaking. And it's just a fun RDA. I mean, I can play with it. I can play with it while I'm vaping it. That's just fun. That's just neat. It looks awesome on a box mod. It's nice and shiny. It's got a really nice finish on it. It's sort of a brushed stainless finish. It's got a great look to it. It looks just like a Rubiks Cube. It's got the spaces between the cubes. That's actual texture. It's really well made. I like the spin with the magnets. I like pretty much everything about it. I love the way that pulls. I like the second largest or second smallest airflow. That's my sweet spot with it. And I like the brushed finish on it. It's got a really nice feel to it. I like that it just takes a regular 510. I like that I can play with it while I'm vaping it. And I love the deck. The deck is a great deck. My only gripe is I wish that I could access both sides of that deck. I wish that it had that second airflow slot. That's my only gripe. Everything else about it I love. I love the looks. I love the function. I love the form factor. I love the form factor. The square RDAs are, I really hope that becomes the next big thing. They're a lot of fun. They look awesome on a box mod. This is the dog mods. I've also got the Thin Man here, so I can show you it on the Thin Man. The IPv3 Project Sub-Ohm edition from Vapor DNA. And it looks awesome on that too, from what you can see. I don't have my Sigeli, well, my wife's Sigeli here right now to show you the 100 watt plus. She's been taking that to work these days. She is fallen in love with the sub tank and needs a little bit more power for her Addy. I do have her Provari version 3 with me, so I'll show you how terrible this looks, or not so terrible this looks on a tube mod. Yeah, see? So, I mean, it doesn't look terrible. I mean, it just looks a little silly on a tube mod. It's meant for a box mod, and I think that's fantastic that we're starting to see some things that are just for us box mod users out there. Forever we've been using circular style RDAs, and it's nice to see that we're going to start getting some cube style RDAs. The Hellboy has been out for a little while. My Freedom Smokes has this guy from Eycotech, and I think there are some other ones that are going to be coming down the pipe eventually. But I want to see more of them. I want to see more square RDAs. I want that to be the new thing. I want to stock my RDA collection with squares, because I think that's pretty cool. I think it just has a really cool look to it on a box mod. It's a really good RDA. Really, really good. Thumbs up. Yep, till next time, I'm your homeboy Josh. Vape on, Vapers.